small. If we want to get to where we want to get to in games like this, it's even smaller. So I think that for us, it's understand how to really close games. We had games earlier where we figured out how to close games. But there's little things here or there that we can nitpick. But at the end of the game, it's tough to pinpoint one or two plays that might have made or break the game, because there were so many things that we could go back on early. With the amount of threes they made early, and then you can even go back to some of the second half stuff with the cutouts that we missed, and little things like that. So this is a big week of just minimizing that and learning how to cut that out and keep our goals. So.
What made them so effective down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, I think they wanted a little more, which. It's on the scout report. We want to try to be a tough team, but they come up with a couple loose balls and they go zone on us, which, historically we're not great at playing against zones, so they figured that, they'll try to disrupt that a little bit, and we didn't do a great job. Attacking it, and that's something that we'll really look at, and we'll really try to get better at, and hopefully when we practice it, make sure we don't take it for granted. So.
What do you think was working on that second half or the first half too with guarding Boozer, especially for you in Jackson?
Yeah, we I don't know what he was expecting from us, but for me, I just I wanted to come out and make my presence felt as early as possible. I didn't do a great job kind of minimizing the ball screen coverage, which I think is one of my stronger suits. So personally, I'll take a hit with that, because maybe I was hugging too much on Boozer than helping the guards out. That's why they're able to get so many threes. But at the end of the day, we just got to play team basketball, and whatever happens. But I feel like we did overall a solid job on it.
Carson, obviously the last game was a little bit of a struggle for you, statistically at least. How much of trying to get you involved early was involved today? Like you getting the first shot of Bertha so fast. Was that intentional?
No, that's not intentional. I make sure that I got to take the good games with the bad games as well. So. Last game wasn't a great game for me personally, which that was something I didn't even think about until once the next day came and that game was over with, and I didn't even worry about it. I was focused on Duke all the way. So, but yeah, it's I'm glad I could kind of bounce back and get my feeling back and kind of get in that flow state where I understand where my role is, where I can be where I can be beneficial to our team, and whatever it takes to play at the level I want to play at.
Yeah. And as a team, obviously you guys didn't get the win, but any silver lining, any positives you guys can take from today?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we first half we kind of let them get a couple wide open threes. Second half, I thought we did a decent job. Playing or defending. We did defend decently well. We just got to minimize the little mental mistakes and the little free throw cutouts and one play here, one play there, and the offensive rebound, little stuff like that. We just got to minimize those. But we'll see some positives. We'll see some things we can grow on, and we'll kind of look at it both ways.
Thank you.
Not the greatest question to ask maybe after a loss, but with the other non-conference wins against Kentucky, Arkansas, and North Carolina, what are your expectations for this team right now, compared to before the season?
Yeah, Coach said it, I think he might have said today too, but if we go back and you look at the schedule and you say, oh, we're 8-1 now, he was saying that he thinks he'd be happy with that, but obviously how we go out always now it always sucks, right? Because we're in the position to make a statement, but I guess I kind of forgot your question, but I think just these are the big games where
this is even with that in the kind of the dip of the loss, you still feeling better now compared to a month or
I mean, you got to take the losses. You got to take the wins with the losses, pros and cons. Coach said there hasn't been an undefeated team in college basketball in 50-something years, so you're not going to win every game. But it's just, the games that we need to win. Today was a game we could win. I told the guys after, I'd almost rather lose by 30 or 40, and they're actually better than us, and I can sleep better at night knowing they're better than us instead of lose by 1 or 2 possessions here and really think back to damn, if I would have done this or this, then it would have been a different outcome. So this one's going to sting a little bit, but we'll bounce back and we'll be better for sure.
Person that has, or have or that you anticipate going forward, kind of taking on that responsibility of making sure that everybody is going out there putting forth their best effort when it comes to the free throw cutoffs? Like who's spearheading?
Yeah, I mean it's got to be us, like me and Jackson and the big guys down there, especially. But at the end of the day, everybody's got to be kind of rallying together at that moment. I think there's we gave us some early in the year, but we won the game, so we might have not thought of it as a super big deal. And especially for the young guys too, like they haven't really experienced a loss due to a free throw cutter or due to an offensive rebound. So like we'll look at it as a learning experience for them and for us. But I feel like me and Jackson, we kind of didn't do our job as leading and being as aggressive and assertive as we needed to be. So.
The last